Hey guys, welcome back to Philosophy, Not Your Ordinary Pharmacy channel. And today I'm going to be talking about Pharmcas and applying to pharmacy school. This is literally the fourth time I've filmed this video. Like, this is absolutely ridiculous. But I'm coming at you from my bedroom. This is the first time that you guys have seen my bedroom. So welcome. I'm going to tell you about Pharmcas and also my experience with applying. I know that I could have used one of these videos when I was applying to pharmacy school because Pharmcas can be very confusing. So I had to apply for pharmacy school. Well, I didn't have to, but I applied out of high school. And at my school, that process is called direct admissions process. When I applied then, it didn't require me to get on Pharmcas at all. All I had to do was send in my high school transcript, my ACT scores. I had to get like one letter of recommendation and write an essay. It was simple. So when you apply, you have to apply the fall prior to the fall that you intend on attending the school. So for me, that was last fall. I know that you had to apply, but for some reason I just thought that they knew that like I was planning on going. But of course, like, I don't know why I thought that. Like, it's not like I could have just rolled up and they're like, what's up y'all? Like, no, it doesn't work that way. So I didn't know what I was supposed to do, so I went onto my school's website and I read under the direct admissions thing, because for my school, there are 3 routes. You can do direct admissions, which is what I did out of high school. Early admissions, which is just if you want to apply earlier, so your application can be seen before everyone else, or a regular admission. So under the direct admissions thing, it said that whenever you are ready to attend the school, you have to apply as an early admissions candidate in order to like be in the system and everything. But the deadline was like, I had passed the deadline. Like, it was like 10 days past the deadline. I was like, oh my gosh. So I emailed my pharmacy advisor and told her, like, I'm so sorry, like, I didn't know that I was supposed to do this. Like, am I kicked out, or like what's gonna happen? And she basically just told me, like, okay, it's no problem, just like submit your application as soon as possible. So I was sitting here thinking, like, okay, this application is not gonna be like long or anything. Y'all, it was ridiculous. Like, ridiculous. I'm probably just gonna screen record it so it's not as ghetto, because it probably will look ghetto if I just like keep turning the computer around and showing you. But I'm gonna go through this website with you guys. Also, I'm sorry that my uploads are so out of order. Like, when you apply for pharmacy school, I'm sorry. First thing first, you need to like do your prereqs, and then you need to take the PCAT, and then you need to apply, and then you get interviewed. I don't know why I uploaded that interview video so early, but I just wanted to let y'all know that like I got in, if that makes sense. Okay, so first you're gonna go to pharmcas.org. Okay, so you're gonna see this page, and it should say, yeah, click launch application. I'm not sure if, yeah, so at this stage, this is when you will need to like create an account if you don't have one, obviously, but I do. So I'm gonna sign in. Okay, so you're gonna search for your college. So let's say, like, well, I'm just gonna show you what I did. So I did Tennessee, and yeah, so I would click that, and then what it does is it it adds that to your application. Because so once you go to my application, basically Pharmcas makes you fill out all of the information that they know that every application, every program requires you to submit. And then whenever you add a program to your application, well, first you have to do that because they have to have somewhere to send the application, and second, you have to do that because different programs require different things, obviously. So for my program, once you get on this page, the first thing that you need to do is go ahead and go to supporting information. Now you have all of these sections, and you need to click on evaluations. Okay, so I'm probably going to blank out these names. Can I do that? I don't know. Let me just go back in case I can't. Okay, so why did I do that again? Okay, so you'll go to evaluations. I'm not going to click on it because it's going to show the people's names, and I don't really want you guys to know. But okay, so evaluations, you want to get this done because this is your letter of recommendation, and people tend to take a long time on this. So what you first need to do is ask the person if they will write you a letter of recommendation, and then after they say yes, get their email. And then what you'll do is you'll go down to the bottom of, like, you'll click evaluations, and then at the bottom of the screen it says add new evaluation, and you will enter their email, and Pharmcas will send them an email showing them how to submit the letter of recommendation. Pharmcas also allows you to set a timeline, like to set a time that the recommendation is due. So for me, I gave my people a week to do their recommendation because that's easy. So after you do that, you need to go back and tell them to check their email and tell them how long they have to get their recommendation in. Okay, so the thing about this is Pharmcas only allows you to get up to 4 letters of recommendation. I had to get 3 for my school, but your program may be different. So that's the thing, like, you need to be checking and seeing what your program requires you to do. So I had to get 3. So then experiences, you'll just put your experiences on here, obviously. So if you worked in a pharmacy, like, you'll put that there. If you know, any activities or sports that you did. And then achievements, you'll add that there, obviously. Licenses and certifications, you can opt out of this. I did, and it was fine. It's just up to you. And then personal essay. So this part is very important because each you can add multiple programs on Pharmcas. You can add multiple programs as long as you do the requirements for each program. But no matter what, all programs will see this essay. So it tells you at the top, make sure that you do not personalize your essay for a particular program, because every program that you apply to will see your essay. So basically it's saying, like, if I wanted to go to Auburn and I was like, I love Auburn University, but I also applied to Ole Miss, well, Ole Miss will be reading it and thinking like, okay, like, why would you say that? Also, you cannot edit your personal essay. So like, once you submit it, it's done. So what I did is I typed mine in Word, in a Word document, and it advises you to do that, I think. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. It encourages you to do that, and then proofread it, and then you'll just copy and paste it and put it in that box down here. And you can only have 4,500 words. I had 4,498 words. And if you guys want a video of what to put in your personal essay, I'll do that. I'm probably going to do that anyway because that's like an important video, I guess. But you really just want to make sure, and they also make sure you don't plagiarize, because they also have like the whole Turnitin system plagiarism thing, so just don't do it. Okay, so this is the most important section to me that you get done immediately, because like I said, in this section you're depending on other people to turn something in, so like you might as well get that done as soon as possible. So then once you're done with that, you'll go back to like my application. The next thing that I advise you to get done is personal information, just because like this section is basically like if you're doing a job application, it's common sense. So you know you have to like do this kind of stuff, and like do like electric signatures and stuff like that, and then just your information, contact information, citizenship, parent, guardian. I opted out of that, so I feel like that's just up to you, and race and ethnicity, all that kind of stuff, self-explanatory. The next kind of tedious section is academic history. So they have like, of course you can see what high school I went to, but they have I think it's like a search that you have to do. There's some kind of way that you have to do it, but it does tell you how to do that. And then colleges attended, so I put Memphis. Okay, transcript entry. This part was so confusing to me. Just make sure that you read it. So what you do is you have to enter all the classes you've taken and all of your grades, and then like if you are okay, so for me, I'm doing my last semester at Memphis this spring, so obviously like I haven't finished all the prereqs because I'm still in school. So they do have a section where you like put that you plan on taking it, you know what I mean, because you can't submit your application until all of these are green. Like, do you see how all of these are green? Yeah. Okay, so you put your transcript in sorry, and then what they do, what you have to do is you have to get an unofficial transcript through your college. So however your college deals with that. If you need help with that, I can't really help you because I don't really know what your system looks like, but for me it's a pretty basic process, and you can do it over the computer. If you have a certain, if your schools, is that rain? What is that? I don't know what that is. But if you have like this certain software, you can do it over the internet. It's not a big deal. So then this part is marked complete whenever they compare like what you entered to your schools. And you really want to make sure that you're entering it correctly so they don't think that you're trying to like fool them or something. And then standardized tests. So like I said in my previous video, some schools require the PCAT and others don't. So like I don't know what this is, I never really heard of that, but with your PCAT you get an ID number, and all you have to do is enter that ID number and what you made, and then they compare that as well. So it's not like you could lie on here, because they're going to contact the people and check, you know what I mean? Okay, so after you get this part done, so we've completed this part, and this part. Program materials. Okay, so this, under this section, this is where it has your program under there. So for Tennessee, on this page it tells you exactly what you need. So like you have to take the PCAT. It says you have to have a certain GPA, 3 reference letters are let's see, what else was it? Yeah. And then it also tells you, and then start year, like 2018 deadline, it tells you everything, literally everything, like what day it's due, all that stuff. And then it also tells you the prereqs. For this section, you have to confirm. I think this is the section where you have to put like that you're planning on taking it. Yeah. But on the transcript section, it has like, you literally even have to put like if you're retaking a class, and then questions. Yeah, this section is self-explanatory. So once you get done with that, you will go to submit application, and each program has a different fee. My application, how much was my application was like, yeah, $175. So yeah, I looked at like Ole Miss, and theirs was like $50. I don't know why this costs so much money, and then I had to pay an extra $75 when I got accepted. Like, what? But yeah, so you do have to pay the fee, and then you submit it. Another thing that I have to tell you guys is that they will allow you to submit your application even if you don't have your even if you're still waiting on your transcripts and or letters of recommendation. They will still allow you to submit your thing because they know that people lollygag and do things like that. What I would suggest you doing though, because they will email you whenever somebody submits a letter of recommendation, if the person hasn't submitted it and the deadline that you set is coming up, just like nicely be like, hey, like I need my letter of recommendation, like the deadline is blah blah blah. I had to, and you can also extend the deadline because I had to do that for one person. And then check status. Yes, so as you can see, transcripts arrived, evaluations requested, accepted, completed, standardized tests received 1, verified. Oh shoot, okay. Verified, I don't know what is that? Oh. Okay, so then after you've done all that, you can submit your application. And then I'm trying to think how long it took me to hear. I did that and I got like an interview. Like at the end, it took like a month to get an interview, and then I found out the day of my interview that I got accepted. So the hard part is just the application, like getting everything in on time. But like I said, it's really helpful that they do allow you to submit your application without your like if you're still waiting on your transcript or your recommendation, because some people have multiple credits. Like Takia, my best friend, has she is doing nursing school and they have like nursing cast, and she had credits from like a different school, so she had to wait for that transcript and wait for like primary college transcript. So they really do try to help you and work with you in that aspect. But that's basically Pharmcas in a nutshell. I really hope this video helped you guys, and I do recommend you applying as an early admissions student. I do understand things happen that may make you like apply at the last minute, but the earlier the better. Like literally my interview day, they kept telling us like, y'all are so early, so y'all probably will get in. Because I mean, if you're early, that means that you really are interested in the school, and if you're late, sometimes it may make them feel like, I guess, it was your last choice. I'm not sure, I don't know, but I really hope that this video helped you guys. If it did, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, email is down below, or you can comment below or message me. I don't care. We're now on Instagram, Morgan_PharmD. And yeah, I hope you guys subscribe, and